So I promised my friend Al Spawn that I was going to expand upon my video about Tom Morello and his Masterclass. I have no problem with Tom Morello making money via capitalistic ventures. I've done that my whole life, and I've invested my own money in my own projects, believing in myself, and sometimes I made money, sometimes I didn't. But the thing that I have a problem with in regard to Tom Morello is the fact that the way the video Masterclass trailer is being presented, he's putting himself out there as some sort of a radical who wants to stick it to the man, like a veritable Abby Hoffman of the year 2020. When in reality he's just a guy that's reaped the benefits of all the country has to offer, and the education system and capitalism and everything. But here he is making a video in a time when musicians are in the worst time in the world to be a musician, the hardest it's ever been to make a living. He's going to tell his tips on how they can succeed in the music business. That's all well and good. So let me be clear. Like I said, he went to Harvard. He's obviously a smart guy, but just be honest. Don't try to put yourself out as something you're not, and try to fool people to make some poor kid give you money to because he wants to stick it to the man just like you. But what's even worse than that is the next Masterclass video that I saw by none other than Steve Martin. Steve Martin, famous actor, comedian, net worth of $130 million. Now he's jumping into the action. And if there's anything worse than trying to make it in the music business, the only thing that I could think of that's worse is to try to make it in comedy, to be some dime a dozen stand-up guy or girl. I wouldn't want to do it in the world. I would never do it. But the thing is that Steve Martin is not going to have any. He might have some advice to give people, but he should be giving that out for free. He should be going to colleges or whatever and talking, or events, and he shouldn't be selling this. And some kid right now is telling his father, "Dad, I decided to drop out of Yale even though I have a 4.0 GPA," or something like that, because I just bought the Steve Martin Masterclass and I'm going to make it in comedy. In the end of the day, people are studying music in colleges, getting jazz degrees and whatever. And the thing is, in the end, if you're going to make it, it really comes down to luck. Really does. That's the deciding factor. There's plenty of guys that are probably as funny as Steve Martin all over the friggin' world, but he was lucky enough to get discovered. He had a lucky break. We all know this and we've heard it. So that's what it comes down to. So for him to be giving this thing to tell people how to make it in the comedy business, I don't think he should be selling it. Hopefully he's giving the proceeds away to charity. I'm going to research that. I'm going to find out. I really hope that that's the case. He did a Paul Newman thing, Paul Newman salad dressing, all proceeds donated to charity. Steve Martin better be donating this to charity, or I'm going to take that banjo and hit him with it, because it's just not right, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's hear some of his tips for aspiring comedians. Let's see.
We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about my specific process. Thank you.
Blah, blah, blah.
What else, Steve?
Performing comedy.
Hey, move that over there.
We're going to talk about writing.
What else can you tell me, Steve?
Editing is one of your most powerful tools.
Blah, 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 blah.
So that bit's not working, it's gone the next night.
Now, what gets the laugh? Whenever it's the word that gets the laugh, I always question it. And ultimately,
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.